Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. It is bright and early in the morning, and I am headed out to give everybody a snack. Billie Jean, see if I can capture it. I probably won't be able to because she'll see me and then think breakfast. She's using the auger on the back of the tractor as an itching post. She sees the dogs now. Oh, there she goes. Your daddy's gonna be mad at you, Billie Jean. Anyway, I have kind of started a new thing this spring, and I don't know how long I'm gonna stick to it. First of all, it's very cold. We're only at like 23 degrees this morning. But we're supposed to get up to 50. But I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna give everybody kind of a hay snack and let them eat for a little while I go back in and do my inside chores, and then I'll come back out and put them out. But I'm passing the garden right now, and I don't want to miss this opportunity to show you. Check out the garlic, you guys. This is the garlic that we planted together, and it's all coming up nicely. And like I said, it's 23 degrees out. We had 25 yesterday morning, and it's perfectly fine. Hopefully these will be the last really cold snaps that we have. But I've been just kind of jumping around the last few days trying to complete some tasks, and I've been kind of everywhere, and I haven't picked up the video camera, and because it wasn't, I know that my videos are generally a little bit discombobulated, and that they're, you know, I'm always a little bit all over the place, but it's been like extraordinary all over the place lately. So I just haven't picked up the camera because I thought, God, it's just, I'm so distracted. I can't focus on any one thing. And then finally I just went, you know what? The people don't care. They just want to see what's going on in my life. So I picked up the camera again today. I get to work today. We've got farming stuff to do. We've got garden stuff to do. I mean, I'm still kind of all over the place, but you guys get to come along for the ride. Good morning. All right, everybody is ready for breakfast out here, so I'll get it started. All right. Good morning, Miss Mags. She says, don't bother me while I'm eating my breakfast. Miss Velvet's got her breakfast in her hay bag. Josie. Miss Grace. And Miss Grace. And Chance has got his. So now, I told you guys I was struggling with staying focused. I couldn't even finish my thought earlier. I have started something because every spring, especially, well, here, our growing season starts so early that I just feel like, I start out behind. And one of my goals this year is to not constantly complain about being behind. Even if I am, it's okay. I need to quit putting that negativity into my brain and telling myself that I'm behind when really I'm just behind of what I wanted to be. So I need to adjust my way of thinking and adjust my brain to tell myself that it's okay with where I'm at. I'm working hard. I'm doing the best that I can. Sorry. I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm getting done what I can get done. And I need to quit putting the negative bug in my brain every day, being like, you're behind, you're behind, you're behind, you're behind. Because I feel like it's inflicting, I'm self-sabotaging, basically. And so it's not good for me. So what I have started doing in the quiet hours of the morning, I mean, it's really early, you guys. I have started sneaking out to the barn, getting everybody their breakfast, their feeding. Now, I haven't put them out yet, but I'm getting everybody their feeding, and then I'm sneaking off to the seed table. And I'm starting seeds in the morning. Just a couple trays, but if I start a couple trays every morning, then I'm not in my head all day going, oh, I need to start seeds. I've already started a couple trays. If that's all I get done today, that's the best I could do. Okay, so here's what I have here. I have a tray, and I use back dough potting soil when I can afford to buy it. So that's what is in here, is back dough. And I am going to plant a tray of rutabagas for here, for the farm. And then I'm going to plant a tray of poblano peppers for the farm stand. I'm trying to plant, for every tray that I plant for the farm, I'm trying to plant a tray for the farm stand too. I don't know how long I can keep that up because my seed room is only so big, but we are going to do these Navone yellow rutabagas from Baker Creek. They're gorgeous and big. And it says, so late spring to midsummer for fall harvest, requires 80 to 90 days to reach large size. Stores best in cool 33-degree Fahrenheit humid conditions. Also known as Swedish turnip, a large variety. The deep golden yellow colored roots are sweet and rich tasting. And then the poblano pepper, and these are all of like my extra older seeds, and I just kind of popped one out. Start seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before last frost. After danger of frost, sow outdoors. Keep beds moist to sprout seeds. Then when plants are a few inches tall, transplant to garden after frost. Harden off before transplanting. And with peppers, it's important to know peppers really get stunted anything below 40 degrees. So I actually wait a couple of weeks after my last frost, even 3 weeks, until I'm seeing 40-degree, nothing lower than 40-degree temperatures at nighttime before I put them out. Because if a pepper gets stunted when they're small, they just never do really good. So it's important to keep these guys nice and warm. So they will go on a heat mat and be started indoors, and then I will just pot them up probably and wait until probably April before they go out. So just an FYI, peppers will get stunted if it gets below 40 degrees. So rutabagas need to be 1/4 of an inch deep. And actually, I learned the hard way. I take my seed tray out of my big potting tray, so I don't drop seeds in my potting mix. So I'll just go through 1/4 inch deep on rutabagas. So I'll just go through and make just a little indentation in every cell here. And there is some controversy out there on whether or not to start your root vegetables in trays. And starting beets, rutabagas, radishes, more bulbing, as long as you get them transplanted out, there's not really a problem. It's and here's what the seeds look like. It's when like carrots have a taproot, and you don't want to start carrots inside, because if you disturb that taproot, then really the whole vegetable is damaged. But with rutabagas, turnips, beets, radishes, as long as you get them transplanted out before their bulbs start forming, then they're usually okay. So I just go through, I try to drop just one seed, but 9 times out of 10 I get 2 or 3 because they're just so small. And then I just cover it up as I plant them so I don't lose my spot. So I'll get the rest of this tray planted up here. And then we'll move on to peppers. Okay, peppers get planted 1/2 inch deep. And that was just a Sharpie marker with the lid on, FYI. All right. Here is what the pepper seeds look like. And, oops, I put 2 in that one. Now, if both grow, then I'll just have to either thin one out, meaning, you know, just snip it off when it gets tall enough, or I can divide them, and they're not super finicky about their roots, so I can divide them and replant the, you know, the extra one. We'll just see if they both germinate. Some of these seeds, these extra seeds in this box that I have here they're older seeds, and so their germination may be a little bit less. So we'll see. I usually try to plant 1 per cell, but the fingers don't always cooperate with that. And it does look like we do not have enough of those pepper seeds to do the whole tray. So I'm going to find something else to plant here real quick. And it looks like not a peño is going to take the place. Here is the information on that if you guys want to screenshot that. And these are basically just jalapenos with all of the flavor of a jalapeno, but without the heat. Baker Creek heirloom seeds. And 4 habanadas made it in there also. And it's kind of the same idea. It's a habanero pepper with all of the flavor, but not the heat. So there's the back side of that one, if you guys so choose to want to screenshot it. Another Baker Creek wonderful seed. We love Baker Creek. All right, get the dome and get these guys inside. Okay, and here they are. I do have a heat mat. I'll show that to you guys. So it's just a Fairy Morse heat mat. And it's on top of a couple books, Stephen King books, to help the peppers germinate. So peppers need 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit bottom temperature to germinate, and they should germinate in 6 or 7 days. Sometimes it takes 10 to 14 days, you know, just depending, but ideal is 80 to 90 degree. And obviously we don't keep our houses that warm, so, and I don't have a greenhouse, so we use the heat mats to help them germinate. And then we just have, these are just shop lights. It's easier to see them here. There. So the seedling rack is growing, and we've got some little beets coming up here. They came up a little bit leggy, but they'll strengthen up. Got yellow and red in there. So now we need to move on to some sourdough that I have going. This sourdough has been stretched and folded and then has been sitting on the counter for 12 hours. And this morning we need to get it out
and get it shaped into a ball, and then we will put it into the Benetton basket, which is behind me, to the right of me. And with sourdough, there's lots of different ways that you can kind of do this process. You're kind of stretching out the strands of gluten and then reshaping it back into a ball here. And there I was just doing kind of an envelope style, and now I'm doing kind of a pizza style, like a pizza stretching style. And then you fold it back onto itself. There's many different ways that you can do this, but mainly you just want to kind of stretch out the gluten strands a little bit and then roll it back up into a ball. And this takes practice and patience, but eventually you do get it. And sourdough is not hard, you guys. And that's why I continue to show you all the different processes just here and there in my videos, because it's not hard, and it's quite fun and very rewarding. There I was just checking the bottom. To make sure that there's no hole. The bottom looks good, so I just turn it over and it goes into the basket. And now it's just going to go into a bag and get tied up and go into the fridge.
Okay, I just dropped off a loaf of bread at the farm stand, and I have about 15 minutes to get everybody outside. They've had their hay breakfast inside, but it's going to be a glorious sunny day, so I'd like to get everybody out. Aren't you guys being silly? This is not for you. No, fatty, little land hippo, it's not for you. Alright, made it past the land hippo and got Velvet her grain, her morning grain this morning, and everybody else is out enjoying this beautiful day at pasture. Billie Jean has her morning crepe feed. And I am headed to put the dogs away and pick my companion for the day, which will be Missy Rumor. She'll get to go to work with me today and go to work. We have a full day of work today, which is a blessing. So we're gonna go groom some dogs and then we'll be back. Well, what a beautiful day of work it was. Missy Rumor even got a bath. I'm sure you guys recognized her in the pictures there. But it is now time to bring everybody in, and I'm doing evening chores right now. I need two hands to go up and over, so I'm just doing it with one hand. So just getting everybody's grains in their stalls, and then I'll get hay and then bring everybody in, and then I still need to clean stalls because I didn't get that done this morning. So I'm gonna let you guys go and keep on trucking on getting everybody back in for the day. I hope that you guys had a beautiful day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Yours truly.